Hello. It's Sunday, November 23rd, 2025, and this is your Appalachia Daily Update. We'll start this morning with fire safety close to home. Cherokee County has now lifted its local burn ban as of November 22nd. That ban went into effect because of high wildfire danger, but with conditions improving, county leaders say limited outdoor burning can resume. If you've been staring at a pile of leaves or yard debris and waiting for permission, this is your window, but it is not a free-for-all. You still need to follow the rules: only natural vegetation, no trash, keep your pile small and manageable, and never leave a fire unattended. Think of it as a cautious yes rather than an all clear. Before you light anything, check for any permit requirements and make sure you have water, a hose, or a fire extinguisher nearby. Recent fires have shown how quickly wind and dry spots can turn a small burn into a big problem. So enjoy cleaning up the yard, but treat this as a chance to burn safely, not a reason to let our guard down. Staying in Murphy, there's some major news for our local hospital. Erlanger Western Carolina Hospital is set to receive $3 million in federal funding as part of the latest government spending deal. For a big city hospital, that might sound like a drop in the bucket. For a rural facility serving the far western corner of North Carolina, it can be a very big deal. Those dollars can help with infrastructure upgrades, equipment replacement, or specialized services that would otherwise be hard to fund out here. If you've ever had to drive hours to see a specialist or worried about the future of rural hospitals, you know how fragile the system can be. This funding doesn't solve every problem. Staffing challenges, rising costs, and an aging population are still real. But it does signal that Washington is paying attention to hospitals like the one in Murphy. For families in Cherokee and surrounding counties, it's another reason to care about what's buried in those long federal budget bills. Sometimes it lands right in your backyard. Let's turn from hospitals to how we respond when someone dials 911 for a different kind of crisis. A growing number of small police departments across western North Carolina are trying something new, pairing officers with social workers. A recent statewide story highlights the community care program out of Western Carolina University. It started in Silva and now includes several departments across the region, including the Murphy Police Department. The idea is simple but important. A lot of calls that come into 911 aren't really about crimes. They're about homelessness, mental health, or addiction. Officers step in because no one else does, but they don't always have the tools or the time to fix what's underneath. With an embedded social worker, a patrol car can show up with someone whose job is to listen, connect people to services, and follow up after that first encounter. Police chiefs in the program describe it as adding another tool to the belt, not taking one away. For a town like Murphy, that could mean fewer repeat calls, less strain on officers, and better chances that someone in crisis actually gets help beyond a ride to jail. Before we go any further, let's talk about the weather for this Thanksgiving week. Today in Murphy, we're looking at a partly sunny day, with afternoon highs around the upper 60s and an overnight low in the mid-30s. Over in Hayesville, the forecast calls it pleasant with plenty of sun, topping out in the mid-60s with a similar cool night. It's a great day for a drive, a hike, or just finishing those last-minute yard chores. Monday stays dry and mild in both towns, which is good news if you're trying to get a head start on travel. The big change comes on Tuesday. Forecasts show clouds thickening up, cooler temperatures, and periods of heavy rain moving across the mountains. Some models even flag the chance of a thunderstorm, especially around Murphy, with ponding on roads and slower than usual drive times. By Wednesday, showers and clouds are still in the mix, especially around Hayesville, and forecasters are warning that wet roads could make midweek travel slower than normal. The good news is Thanksgiving Day itself trends cooler but mostly sunny, classic crisp, late November weather. If you have flexibility, the best driving windows look like today, Monday, and then later on Thursday once the sun has a chance to warm the pavement again. From the forecast, we'll head to the hardwood in Clay County. Hayesville High School's Student Council is bringing some familiar faces back to the gym with an alumni basketball game. This is one of those classic small-town events. Former Yellow Jackets lacing up their shoes again, families and teachers filling the bleachers, and current students getting a glimpse of what life was like for the classes that came before them. For alumni, it's part reunion, part friendly competition. For the school, it's a chance to build spirit and, in many cases, raise a little support for student activities or local causes. If you've ever sat in that gym for a Friday night game, you can probably picture the noise, the band, and the smell of popcorn. Events like this remind us that the high school is more than just a building. It's a gathering place for the whole community. Even if you don't have a direct tie to Hayesville, it's the kind of thing that keeps our small towns feeling connected and alive. That brings us to the broader holiday season in Clay County, where shopping local and helping kids go hand in hand. The Clay County Chamber of Commerce calendar is packed for the days around Black Friday and Small Business Saturday. Downtown Hayesville is hosting a Black Friday market at the Lazy Llama. The historic old jail museum is turning into a shop local hub, and the Beal Center is home to a Made in the Mountains artisan sale. There's even a small business weekend theme, Explore More in Hayesville, that caps off with an evening concert. Threaded through all of that is the Clay County Sheriff's Office Shop with a Hero program. The Sheriff's Office is taking applications from families and asking for donations through November 26th. The idea is simple. Connect local kids with law enforcement and first responders for a special holiday shopping trip. It's a way to make sure children in tough situations have something under the tree, while also building positive relationships between young people and the people who serve them. There's even a breakfast with Santa and Mrs. Claus later in the month that doubles as a fundraiser for the program. So as you think about where to spend your holiday dollars, remember that a lot of these events feed right back into helping Clay County's kids. While we're in Clay County, let's take a quick look back at the fall sports season. Clay County Progress has been highlighting just how strong Yellow Jackets volleyball has been, with local teams racking up an impressive number of match wins this year. Even without every stat in front of us, the message is clear. Volleyball was one of the bright spots of the season. On the football side, the Jackets made a playoff run that ended in disappointment, a game where miscues more than talent seemed to be the difference. Anyone who has played in or watched a big postseason game knows that feeling. A couple of mistakes here and there, and a promising season comes to a sudden stop. Still, making the postseason at all is an accomplishment, especially for a small school. These stories are less about one score on a scoreboard and more about the hours of practice, the bus rides, and the community that shows up in the stands every week. We'll close today with something a little quieter: art, gratitude, and how communities like Murphy carry those things into the holidays. A recent guest column in the Cherokee Scout talks about the Mountain Arts Center, often shortened to MAC, and the Valley River Arts Guild. Together, they've spent the last year bringing art classes, exhibits, and creative programs to the downtown square. It's not just about paintings on a wall, it's about kids picking up brushes for the first time, adults rediscovering talents they set aside, and neighbors coming together around something beautiful instead of something stressful. Another column from the paper's Woman to Woman series leans into the idea of making a list of what we're thankful for. It's simple but powerful. Actually writing down or saying out loud the specific people, moments, and blessings you appreciate this year. In a region that's been through wildfires, storms, and all the usual ups and downs of small-town life, that kind of reflection can be grounding. Maybe your list includes a coach who stayed late after practice, a nurse at the hospital in Murphy, or the volunteers who keep shop with a hero running. Whatever it is, taking a few minutes to name those things can change how the whole week feels. And that's the news for today. We'll see you tomorrow. If you own or manage a local business and you share this daily newscast with your customers, we'd love to say thank you on the air with a mention of your business. For nonprofits, those mentions are completely free. It's a win-win for you and for riverrun.digital, and it helps keep local news alive. If you found this newscast interesting or want to know how to be a part of it, contact us at podcasts with an S at riverrun, that's all one word, .digital. There's no need to add .com. That's podcasts at riverrun.digital. And remember, take care of your neighbors and they will take care of you.